Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Conservation Diaries. Wow, did we have a good batch of rain a couple of days ago. It was one of those rains that started early in the morning and then ended almost the next morning. We had 70 mils during that period, and it was like a light sustained rain instead of that hard rain which causes a lot of erosion. So the ground is nice and saturated now, especially those burnt areas I chatted about in a previous episode. Those areas are almost fluorescent green now. Daniel had a wonderful morning spent with Hopewell and her young cub. Her young cub is starting to help her mother in the hunts now. Pretty soon she'll be hunting all on her own. Some lovely aloe grooming between mother and cub there. This also reaffirming bonds, getting those hard to reach spots which are just impossible to get on your own. Now, female cheetahs are generally solitary unless they're with cubs. Male cheetahs are the ones that bond up for life, especially brothers. So this female cheetah will enjoy the aloe grooming while she can, until she has her next set of cubs or she's set out with a male for a few days. Definitely have fed recently with their lovely full tummies and looking in great shape. A few days later, we caught up with the 4 Subadults, which have made their way out of the pride and are all on their own and have been on their own for about, I would say, 4 to 6 months now. Graham had a lovely sighting of all 4 of them. However, this one was the most visible and the one he could film the most. The rest were kind of in a thicket, all lazy and sleepy. A black-backed jackal is what alerted Graham to what a fantastic sighting of LM2 and a female lioness, which you'll see in the next scene. Quite often jackals will tail large predators in hopes for a scrap or two, and it's a good way to tell sometimes if a predator's in the area. And when I refer to LM2, I am meaning the Lapalala male 2, the second male to arrive on Lapalala. He came with the 3 adult females and was with the Western Pride. They spent a lot of the time in the western part of the game reserve. Now they're more in the center, but originally they were spent a lot of time in the western side. So this boy was kicked out of these group quite early on, I think maybe 2 or 3 weeks when they were here. The big male LM1 kicked him right out of the group. He went to the west, he got stronger, he came back, and now he is mating with the females. So very odd behavior, as we saw LM1 mating with these females about 2 or 3 days ago. So still plenty of action coming to this space with all these lions moving up and down and territory lines still being established. So we'll leave you with one more shot of the lions mating, but from all of us here at Tinswala, where conservation never stops, we'll catch you all next time.